Hey everyone, it's Nicholas Wilton at Art to Life, and I wanted to talk about something that I was having a conversation with some friends, some artist friends about this, and we were talking about, when you're working and you're starting, you're in the midpoint of your painting, like how do you figure out where you're going? How do you keep going? And we all have different ways of doing this, and it was interesting because there's just different approaches, and I thought I'd tell you what mine is because we all had different ones. But so when I'm working on something and I'm not really sure where it's going or whatever, and so like this picture here, so this is going. What I like to do when I'm just like, I like this, I like it, and I'm not really sure what to do. I don't really have a strong opinion about it one way or the other, but I try to figure out what I like about it, okay? And so what I like about this, I think, is, I'm just trying to figure it out right now, but I think I don't usually, like all the colors are kind of the same value. They're sort of all, it's just like, I like these colors together. I'm not so crazy about this one, but I like how these are all, I think they're all the same value. That's what it is. They're all kind of mid-value. And there's just something beautiful about these colors together. And I don't think it's the composition. It's nowhere, but that's what I like about this. I would say it's just those colors and that they're all medium value. So once I figure out what I like, and there's not much I like about this, but that's one thing I like about it. It kind of gets harder the further you go along if you like more and more, but I'm definitely not falling in love with this, but that's what I like about this, and I want to take it further. So then what I do, once I figure out what I like about it, then I introduce the opposite of that, just as a starting point. So this is kind of these beautiful rich colors, and they're all medium value, so I'll add the opposite of that, because it's only going to make what I like more if I'm showing the opposite next to it. So it's just kind of like, it's just a good place to start. I don't have to think about it. I can be listening to a talk show and I can just go, oh, okay, I'll do that. So for example, if I take this, and if I'm just not paying attention and I'm just like, oh, I don't know, I just grab this, I like this gray color, and I just start using this on here, it's okay. It's okay, but this is, how you work for a long time and you don't really get anywhere? It's because the things, if you put a little thought into it ahead of time. But instead, if I use the opposite of these colors, so if I use a really dark thing that isn't colorful, it has a much more powerful impact. And that like wakes me up. And it's like, I like those colors now even more because I've gotten rid of some of that color, and then they have even a really beautiful, like they're getting more, the painting's going more in the direction I like. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of a cool pivot. It's a neat way to approach it. And then once I get this going, I'll say, well, what do I like about this? And then I'll add the opposite. Anyway, it's a really kind of, a lighthearted approach, and it allows you to kind of make pretty good progress without just scratching your head and going crazy. So anyway, that was kind of a realization I had in conversation with my friends, like, wow, we all approach this differently. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. If it does, I'd love to hear, and let me know how, share with everyone how you overcome, how you move a picture towards what you like. It's really different for everyone. So anyway, hope that was helpful. Hope you have a great afternoon painting or making art of whatever kind you are. Okay, thanks.